Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to all the brothers out there pushing this word of sincerity and the truth. Shalom to the brothers, sisters, and children out there keeping this word of sincerity and the truth. God, I just wanted to go into this quick lesson off of this YouTube short that I seen, which is entitled Packing My Husband Lunch for Work. It's a chicken salad and pink kitchen. Said it was done back in August, the 21st of this month. And what you're going to see is an Israelite woman, Eve, the southern kingdom, so-called black woman. She's going to prepare. She's going to show you pretty much the whole process of her fixing and packing her lunch for her husband. And a lot of women, and not saying that she doesn't do this normally, but a lot of women are finna tap back into this spirit. Well, a lot of women are about to do it, but it's still not going to outnumber the amount of women that's not going to do it. Because even in her comment section, I get it first. It's penned by her. It said it was 11 hours ago, which I didn't even know because I had just seen this YouTube short not too long ago. But it says, I'm just going to say this. It's so amazing to see how y'all really showing your true colors under my posts. It just shows the kind of person you really are, even if you're doing it behind a faceless page. Because you got a lot of people who talk shit behind on social media, but they'll have no picture, no profile, especially on YouTube. They'll have no profile picture, it just be a name. And they'll go and comment under somebody else's post, giving their opinion, but you don't know who they are. It says the fact you think I'm not married because I'm a black woman is a shame. The fact you think my husband is fake is more disgusting. Basically, people are trying to talk about, which I didn't go through the comments to find it, but I did go through a lot of the comments just to see a lot of support. A lot of women supporting what she's doing, which I'm gonna play the video. But like she said she got a lot of comments of people hating, or thinking that this is just for attention. And you do have a lot of Israelite women and women in general, but especially Israelite women that will hate to see another Israelite woman in order. And that's how you know the type of world you living in. And the society that these people have been brought up in. It's all wicked. It's all off. Here it is, a woman. She could have been doing anything else. When women on here shaking their ass and showing their body and doing all this type of stuff, you got nothing but women supporting, with a few women shaming them for doing so. But now you have a video of a woman showing you that she's preparing lunch for her husband and doing the whole process, and you still have negative comments. That's how you know that this world is wicked. So it says, but what I can say, I got more kind words over the negative ones. And it ain't what man is gonna go on the comment section of a woman video that's preparing lunch for her husband and talk shit about it. Ain't no man finna do that. Hell, that's what we want. Why would we talk shit about another woman doing it for her husband if that's what we want? It says, I appreciate everyone who has said the most sweetest things, and you are truly an angel. This is why I started showing what I do in my real life. It's so many think that women who look like me don't do this, and the comments that I have received prove my point. So it might have been a lot of Edomites that said something too. I've been doing this for my husband going on 14 years. It's literally my love language. I do even more for our child. My husband is an amazing man, and definitely is a reason I'm able to be as soft as I can. All right, so I ain't gonna go into all the comment section, but it is a lot of support from a lot of people, including, men. So I'm gonna play the video. Probably get like 1 or 2 scriptures. And this is fair use, fair use, fair use. I'm not using your content in any way to make any money. This is not for monetary gain. This is strictly for educational purposes, bringing out biblical truths and biblical edification from your content. So fair use, fair use. I'm not making any money from your content, and Lord will is edifying. Right. And I'm gonna even read the note that she did at the end. It says the father you are to our son brings joy to the little girl and me. Then she get a list of her breakfast. So she even gave him a quote that when he get to work, and more likely when he get to eat his breakfast, he see the quote. Do you know how happy that makes a man? Do you women, and this is really geared towards the women, do you really truly understand how happy that would make a man? To see something like that and to know that his wife put all that effort into making that meal for him, that makes a man extremely, extremely happy. And that's where your happiness comes in, by doing the things that make a man happy. Taking care of him. That's what makes, because he's going to take care of you. He's going to take care of you. If you have children together, he's going to take care of your children. But those things like that where women say they ain't gonna do that for a man, or they'll only do that for a man if he doing this and doing that, you supposed to do this regardless. And you're supposed to be paired up with a man. Your father's supposed to pair you up with a man anyway, because he's gonna choose the best man for you. That's literally how things work. But of course, we're in this modern day society, and it doesn't work that way now. But even still, Yahweh Shema Shah would pair you up with a good man, or the man you need to be with. But this is an example of how women need to be, or how women are supposed to be. And you got a lot of women that are tapping back into this mindset. Let me get the scripture I was looking for. There's a couple of them, actually. This is Sirach chapter 36 and 24. It says, you know what? Let me see what they say in the let me see what it say in this version. Sirach chapter 36. Okay, this is Sirach 36, starting at 21. A woman has to take any man as a husband, but a man must choose his wife carefully. And that lets you know right there that women are not supposed to be in a decision making when it comes to choosing their man. That's why you have so many single women right now alone, because they don't know how to choose a man. And that's not to bash or talk anything against a woman. It was just never your place to make that decision. The Lord didn't create it for a woman to make a decision. And by the time you find a man that's actually good, he doesn't get the version of you. The VIRGIN VERSION. So he doesn't get the version of you, which is what he's supposed to have. And now you've been experienced by you've experienced other men, and you've already been, because I don't want to say it in the wrong way. You've already been, basically, you've already dealt with multiple men. That's not how it was designed to be. That's just going into how wicked this society is and how backwards it is. But like I said, a woman has to take any man as a husband, meaning whoever her father marries her to, she has to take him. She has no decision on that. It says, but a man must choose his wife carefully. A woman's beauty makes a man happy. There is no fairer sight for the human eye to see. Women understand that too. They know that, their beauty is a way to attract a man. So how much more when you couple inner beauty with outer beauty? That man will never put you away. Just say it like that. It says, if the woman is kind and gentle in her speech, her husband is the most fortunate of man. Just listen to the simplest of things that it say. It says if she's kind and gentle in her speech, that alone would change a man's perception of you. Like, he will put you in a whole different category just off of things being soft spoken. because it's too much masculine women here. Too much masculine women who thinks they are the leader or thinks they are the prize. That's not your role, and that's not how you were created to be. But it says her husband is the most fortunate of man if she's kind and gentle in her speech. It says when a man marries, he gets the finest thing he will ever have, a wife to help and encourage him. And that's what we see in that video. You know, a wife to help him and encourage him, making his lunch and breakfast, you know. And I I know for a fact, a man, you know, he can do that. He can take care of himself, fix his own lunch, you know, cook, different things like that. But man, having a woman to do that for you, to help you out, you know, y'all help each other. She does the things that makes your life easier, and you do the things that make her life easier. It's nothing greater than that type of teamwork. Now, I do want to read it in KJV. This is Sirach 36:21. A woman will receive every man, yet is one daughter better than another. The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. 100% true. Beautiful woman, that man really, we do love beautiful women, but we love inner and outer beauty, not just inner. Not just outer. If there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue, then is not her husband like other men. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. Now, if that man is going to work with breakfast and lunch, just imagine what he come home to. The type of love he come home to. And then he said, and then, you know, the notice said to her son, they son. So, you know, he coming home to a wife and his child. You know, women don't really even understand how happy it makes a man when he comes home. His wife is happy to see him. His children is happy to see him. Everybody in the household is happy to see him, and they greet him with open arms and loving. Like that is, oh man, you can't compare that. You know, that type of nuclear family dynamic, you can't compare that. Women really do not understand how important it is for them to play their role in creating that scenario. You know. Now I'm gonna get one more. How's it worded? This is Sirach 25, but I want to get it in both. Read it in what is it, GNT? GNT first. Now this is Sirach 25:1. There are three things in which I take special delight. These are things that are beautiful to the Lord and people alike. Brothers who get along with each other, and that brothers is going into men, you know, not necessarily blood related, just, you know how we say brothers, just Israelite men in general. Neighbors who are friends, and a married couple who are happy together. So a married couple who are literally happy because they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Meaning how Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua created it to be, they're doing it. And they're doing it in their own special way. Let me get a quick precept. Wait, is that this is in the Apocrypha, so let me read this first. This is Sirach 25:1. In three things I was beautified and stood up beautiful before both the Most High and man. The unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, and a man and a wife that agree together. A man and a wife that agree together. Now, let me get this one real quick. Matter of fact, I'm gonna come back to Sirach 25. This is Wisdom of Solomon, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. It might not be. It might be in Proverbs. Oops, wrong thing. I think I remember how it's worded too. Let me see. I remember. Uh, oh, is it maiden? Okay, let me see. I think it's an apocrypha. Okay, yeah, here it is. Proverbs 30. Proverbs 30. That's what it is. This is Proverbs chapter 30, 18 and 19. It said, there be three things which are too wonderful for me, yeah, four which I know not. The way of an eagle in the air, the way of a serpent upon a rock, the way of a ship in the midst of the sea, and the way of a man with a maid. Right. And I'm going to see what it say in different translations. NLT, how an eagle glides through the sky, how a snake slithers on a rock, how a ship navigates the ocean, and how a man loves a woman. So, like we read in Sirach 25, it said a married couple that, what did it say? A married couple that love each other? Let's go back. And a married couple who are happy together. So you can literally have this situation, a married couple that are happy together, and yet even Solomon said, look, I mean, how each man loves his woman, it's gonna be different. Each man is gonna be different with how he deal with his women. But at the same time, it's still a beautiful thing to see a man and a wife that agree together, that a married couple that are happy together. And that makes Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua happy, because that's how he created it to be. But the way it is now is not right, you know? So that's why you got so many people, so many women now that even on her comment section that hate to see what she does for her husband, you know, because they have this wicked mindset that if a woman is serving a man, and even men have this wicked mindset that if a woman is serving a man, she's a slave. I don't even know where that comes from. You know, those two words they're not synonymous. A slave and a servant is two different things, you know, and they have two different meanings. Slave goes into somebody who's in captivity or who's in a situation that doesn't benefit them at all. A servant is that's different. You know, a servant is a totally different thing. We are servants to the Lord. We serve the Lord. We do exactly what he tell us to do. That's what we commanded to do. And it's the same way with a woman. She's under the authority of a man, so she's supposed to do what a man tells her to do. But she's not a slave. A wife is not a slave. And that's a beautiful role. So now let's get Sirach chapter 25. 26, and just read verse 1. This is Sirach 26 and 1. Well, I'm gonna read a couple of them. It says, blessed is the man that have a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double. A virtuous wife rejoiceth her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in a portion of them that fear the Lord. And whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart or mindset toward the Lord, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance. So that's just going into, and this whole chapter really goes into, you know, a woman, you know, the difference between a good wife and a bad wife. Now, this is Sirach 26 in the GNT. The husband of a good wife is a fortunate man. He will live twice as long because of her. Just look at the simple thing that she did in the video, and just imagine how much better his day is going to be just because he have that. And he see that note. Like that's encouragement for him to continue whatever he has to go do that day. That's more encouragement for him to be able to go do that. And it don't matter if she works or not. If he's able to take care of the entire household where she has to work or not, that's still the role of a woman. you know. And it's even better if she's doing that and still having to work. It just shows you how much she loves her man and how much she's willing to be in order despite the circumstances. Because if she's with this man while he's down or while they're building together, when he's at the top, he's not gonna let her go. It says a fine wife is a joy to her husband, and he can live out his years in peace. A good wife is among the precious blessings given to those who fear the Lord. Whether such men are rich or poor, they will be happy and always look cheerful. And that's why you have a lot of men who will still be able to continue on doing what they need to do throughout the day, because they, at the end of the day, they got somebody in their corner that's supporting them and helping them and assisting them. And they got something, I was going to say worth living for, but how about Shema Shah is more than enough. But a family of your own, that's even more of a boost. That's even more encouragement. And that's a gift from Yahweh Bashim Shah, starting with that woman. Women, like I said, are a gift. And children. We know that children are a gift from the Heavenly Father. So how much more when you have both of those together as a family? So I just wanted to get that, go into that real quick. And Lord will, it was an edifying lesson. And on that note, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to all the brothers out there pushing this word of sincerity and the truth. Shalom to the brothers, sisters, and children.